Hello, today's video might be a little bit of a quicker one. Just want to note a few differences before snow sets in. You can see I've already put these Escorts into my storage, which is obviously outdoors, but I'm not too concerned because these are more or less parts cars. But I did want to talk about the differences between the Wagon and the four-door sedan. Now there's a few obvious differences. First being, yes, one is a Wagon, and it's got this, everything right in here is absolutely obviously different from this, where everything right here is obviously completely different. And so the rear quarter glass is very different. The back hatch entirely is different. Hatch glass is completely different on these. The center taillight lens might be the same, but its housing is different and its location is different. The entire taillight section is different. My bumpers on these are coincidentally different. You can see my 88 has these two bump strips on it, and then the black center bar down the whole length of it, while my 86 sedan does not. But otherwise they would both still have the same end bumper pieces. It's just most of mine are destroyed on this critter, and then this one's obviously lacking them. Now the next big thing is the roofline. We'll look at the Wagon first. Notice how the roofline starts right here above the A-pillar, of course, and it just goes straight. It goes straight and up. So this is exaggerated, but it's a gentle slope up until it peaks at the C-pillar and then goes back down again. So the end result is this door having a straight window frame on the top. Now, if we go over to our sedan, we'll notice that there is a difference indeed. The roofline itself is a little different. It goes up, across the front door, just like the Wagon does. But come the B pillar, that's where it levels off and starts actually dropping. So from here to here, it's up. Right at this point, it actually subtly goes back down. Now that means that this door is different, and I did measure it. It is a 1/4 inch difference from the top of this corner down to this, straight down to the windowsill. I measured it from straight here to straight here. Is X many inches, but on the Wagon it's a 1/4 inch higher than that, which makes this top of the window frame absolutely perfectly straight across, while this one has a gentle arc that I'm going to apologize now, it doesn't come across on camera all that great. If I bring it away from the car, you can see it does have a gentle hump. It's real faint, it's minimal, but it is there. And my measurements proved it. Like I said, it's a 1/4 inch difference from the top of that corner to the top of this corner, right there. Now, I can't tell you if the glasses are different or different yet interchangeable. You see this one has absolutely no slope on the top of the window frame. I don't know how much these windows vary. Being this height is taller, I expect this quarter glass to be different, but maybe all they changed was just the gasket. On this one, the gasket seems a little thinner on the top than it does on my Wagon, where it's a tad bit thicker. But maybe that's negligible. Maybe this quarter glass is unique. Maybe the roll-up glass is unique, or maybe they just use both. They use the Wagon ones because they're a little taller, and then just stick them in the sedan one, and then they finesse the fit and finish with the quarter somewhere on the bottom of the top. But then the window channel will hide, whatever shape discrepancy there is in the window channel. But I did want to mention those. The entire rest of the door, from the sill down, is identical between these. Size, shape, location of everything, like uh, where the panel gap is, that location is the same. Same width, same height, of course. Door handle location is the same. The door handle location on the inside between my two are the same. Now it does vary between years. So that might not be the location for an 81 to 85. I'm pretty sure it's not, but I can't promise anything in that regards. But striker pin is in the same place. Latch is in the same place. If we look at that, no, exactly the same in every way down. But rear quarter is different, obviously. Now, obviously, there's a big difference between that and this, but does share the same lines. The door meshes into the fender flare the same way it does over here, and these two contour lines keep going straight across like it does over here. But that pretty much covers everything on the back half of the car. Everything else is the same. All the rear suspension assembly is the same, though the Wagon does have thicker coils and less coils, because those are supposedly stronger. These are a little bit weaker. See, this one's sitting pretty low compared to its Wagon rival, and that even has a crap ton of radiators in the back. This just has 2 seats and a few plastic panels. That's literally it. Neither one of these has a rear sway bar. Rumor has it all the 86 to 90 Wagons have a rear sway bar. My 88 don't, and I haven't seen any photos of any others that have had them. But I've only ever seen 2 Escort I've only ever seen a handful of Escort Wagons in person, and that's the only one I've looked under the carriage to see. But rockers are completely the same, because the wheelbase across all Escorts and EXPs is identical. You can cut a rocker out of this and put it in an EXP or an Escort, GT, Wagon, Sedan, Coupe, whatever you want. The front 2 doors between my Sedan and Wagon are the same. The only difference is the 2-door cars do have a longer door. It's longer by 3-4 inches, whatever it is. I'll write it down in this description for you. Take care of that headache. Windshields between the Sedan and the Wagon and the all the coupes and GTs are all the same, from at least within the half generation, so 81 to 85, all of them are the same. EXPs are unique. LN7s are the same as EXPs. And then 86 to 88, all the Escort glasses are the same as each other. And then, of course, the EXPs is still the EXP style. Lower roof, tilted back a little further. 1989 and 1990 are the 2 weird years. That's where they rounded everything over. They had more glass than metal pillars and stuff like that. The entire front end cosmetically is the same between the Sedan and the Wagon. Underneath the hood, same story. If I pop the hood if I pop the hood from my Wagon, everything will look exactly the same, except that one, because it's a newer car, it does have the 1.9 CFI. This one's the 1.9 carb, and both do have the same automatic transmission. All the mounts and everything, as far as I know, are the same. The front sway bar between these is the same. The front struts are the same. The front springs are the same. Front axles are the same. The entire interior is the same from here forward. They all have the same door panels, the same seats. The rear seat is the same between these. It's pretty neat. I don't have it installed, but on all these, there is a 2-piece bench. So it's just a full bench that can fold forward, and you just pull up on one tab here, one tab there, and pops forward. It does that on both the cars. The dashboard is the same between all these. The carpet is identical between all of these, completely identical. And then, of course, just because Here back is different between the sedan and the wagon. From here back, the rear interior panels are different, and of course the headliner is different. You know, the headliner, of course, just ends at the hatch on the sedan, whereas the wagon, it's all just one giant piece, and it goes to the end of the hatch, of course. Sadly, I don't have the interior panels for either of these cars. The interior panels I do have are oddly from a 84 Lynx. But all in all, that's pretty much all the differences between these. Yeah, I think that covers literally every difference between these. I mean, that's it. I did want to do this video with my EXP side beside these, but I think I'll save that for a different time, because I had to put these in the storage sooner than I thought, and I just didn't have time to move an EXP over next to these Escorts to get a fair comparison between the three, but I will some other time. This is a big difference I wanted to put out there. You know, a lot of people are always asking how the roofs compare between them. Some people get dents in the wagon roofs real bad because it's all just one arched piece. You can see mine has a large dent here, but it all being one piece, you know, it can be distorted pretty easily. Sedan, just as bad. And in all honesty, the EXPs are just as bad. They're all bad. But the roof interchange compatibility is unique. The EXPs are unique to themselves. The sedan roofs are unique to themselves. The wagon roofs are unique to themselves. And the two-door Escort coupes are unique to themselves. And of course, like I said, 1989 and 1990 brought all new changes between the body anyway, so there's a lot of discrepancies, but that's pretty much everything I wanted to share with you guys. I'll let you go, and hopefully this helps someone.